Yeah, I just wanted to say that if you take the, because I know it's a lot of programs, so I'm
Yeah.
kind of trying to group them so
I
that one
know.
can understand. Okay, so the two important programs are opening and closing.
Yeah.
Opening and closing is done by the host cities. So
I see.
our Houston, community is
Yeah.
going to participate in this, and we are getting a music director. His name is Debojyoti Misra from Calcutta. He is very renowned
I
and
see.
well-known music director. So he is coming here and developing our people and doing that. So that's on opening is on Friday 6 o'clock,
Yeah.
and closing is on Sunday 6 o'clock.
I see.
And in between these two, we have basically multiple stages that are programs are going on. One
Yeah.
is the George Brown General Assembly, where we will have multiple programs going as
I
he
see.
as
Yeah.
he explained. And in the other one, the George Brown Grand Ballroom,
Yeah.
where we have a classical stage where we will have a lot of classical
Yeah.
programs going on for 3 days. And then grand finale is with Shreya Ghoshal. So in between, so we have all kinds of folk, various classical dances, classical program, Hindustani classical vocal. We have baul. We have various types of programs throughout this jam-packed program for these 3 days.
That's fascinating. Ladies and
And
gentlemen.
all the domestic from various cities in the US are participating. They are also coming and showcasing their program here.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, we are listening to Nik Nikam Network Talk Show on 1050 KCHN, Houston, Texas. We are talking about the 35th National American Bengali Conference organized by the Tagore Society of Houston, which is going to be held between July 10th and 12th in Houston, Texas. And my special guests are Tapan Das and Partha Sarthi Chatterjee. We are talking about the NABC 2015 convention. Okay, we talked about the cultural programs, we talked about the musical program, entertainment programs, we talked about a little bit about the food. Let's talk about, are there any present like lectures or academic type of programs that you have scheduled?
Yes. I will go to other commercial activities,
Okay.
but
Yeah.
on this one, there are
Yeah.
two lectures I want to highlight.
Yeah.
One, we are starting off Saturday with that lecture. It's
Yeah.
called Future of Humanity.
I see.
The lecture is on the goodness of man
Yeah.
and how good human beings, regardless of religions,
Yeah.
are essential for the sustenance of this
Yeah.
world. And this lecture will be given by the chief monk of
I
the
see.
Vivekananda Society of Chicago.
Yeah.
A very apt position. Swami Vivekananda came here and gave his famous lecture here on September 11th in 1893. And he will be giving this lecture to kick off our Saturday.
I see.
Following him will be one Dr. Arun Sengupta from Lehigh University. He is a noted scholar on arsenic and water pollution, and NABC being a green aware conference.
Yeah.
We are going to give our center stage
Yeah.
on Saturday morning after Swamiji's lecture to Dr. Sengupta, so that he can talk about the real problem facing South Asian, arsenic and water pollution.
I've been talking to one of my very close Bengali friend with whom we have lunch quite frequently at the hospital. I think they are got a big rock band.
Yes.
You want to highlight because this
Yes.
is our local Houston talent.
So I just visited him.
You can give out his name and all this.
His name is Dr. Subrata Ghosh.
Yes.
He is the leader of the Horizon Fusion Band.
Yeah.
And one of the things he is going to do, he's going to sing all sorts of music.
Yeah, that's what he told
and
me,
one of the music he is going to do is to take classic rock and then move into a Bengali song to show how music is without limitation of language. And one of the singers on his show is going to be our a young invited singer from Bengal, Kinjal.
Yeah.
He's going to sing
I
a
see,
Sufi song also on that show. So this is going to be very interesting. It's a fusion
He's
song.
so excited. When we are sitting at the doctor's lounge, we are having lunch.
Right. And it'll be great. He's a Pink Floyd fan, Dire Straits fan, and he's going to make Bengali music, rock, to classic rocks.
That's fascinating. Ladies and gentlemen, you're listening to Nik Nikam Network Talk Show on 1050 KCH in Houston, Texas. I am Dr. Nik Nikam, your host. If you'd like to join in the conversation, the number to call here is 281-745-4161. We are talking about the 35th National American Bengali Conference, which is being organized by the Tagore Society of Houston, and it will be held between July 10th and 12th here in Houston, Texas at the George R. Brown Convention Center and Hilton Americas. And my special guests are Tapan Das and Parthasarthi Chatterjee. Let's give out your web address and contact information one more time so that if people are tuning in late, they can...
The web address is www.nabc2015.org, nabc2015.org, and email is info at nabc2015.org, and we have Facebook pages and also Twitter hashtag NABC2015.
Okay, then let's walk us through a typical day, because when I go to medical conventions, it starts at 7 o'clock and it ends like 2 o'clock in the morning. So just walk us through, for a guest who hasn't been on your program, what a typical day would be like.
So I'll take a shot and Tapan can take over. On Friday. It will be opening ceremony, and then we have music on different stages, the main stage, the classical stage, and others. On Saturday we will start with this lectures in the morning, 11 o'clock, and we'll follow up with an hour or two of really top level or maybe a couple of hours of top level artists from India, so that people do come and start the day. And then we will move over to domestic programs, meaning the top of the breed from different cities all over North America. And then in the late afternoon we will pick up with famed artists, also a lot of group dances, and like the musical band, the dances by Luna Poddar, and then we will move over to like around 8 o'clock or something, main evening. But I really hate to use the word main evening, because we have so many artists from all over Bengal and India that we have to, all these top artists are fighting for slots. So even, you probably have to squeeze on your food, so that maybe you have to pack and eat late at night, because there will be great programs all through the day. Tapan, you want to?
I just like to take this opportunity to thank you for giving us this platform to present our NABC, and we also like to invite all the Houstonians to come and participate in this event. And Keka is going to talk more about the NABC Idol after this, but like to request and invite all Houstonians to come participate in this program. So basically, Friday afternoon come and then start. Don't miss the opening show. It is going to happen you should be there by 5 o'clock. And then Saturday and Sunday, you can get up late and then go there around 11 o'clock or so, and then be there rest of the day with your family and friends and enjoy the shows. I mean, there is going to be there's a lot going on. There's a lot to shop, lot to enjoy, a lot of good foods, and I think people will have good time, and let us help us to celebrate Bengal with all of you. Thank you.
Okay, wonderful. Ladies and gentlemen, you are listening to 35th National American Bengali Conference organized by the Tagore Society of Houston, which will be held between July 10th and 12th here in Houston, Texas. And it's going to be held at George R. Brown Convention Center and also at Hilton Americas, which will be highlighted by musical concerts, cultural activities, educational programs, and all different types of events all throughout the day. And let's give out your contact information once more time.
NABC2015.org and info at nabc2015.org. Dr. Nikam, just one point, and Keka mentioned this. We also have a great film festival with some of the top artists from Bengal. So I can get into more details.
Okay, let's talk about the film festival.
So we have a really roaring film festival. We have Gautam Ghosh, Pauli Dam, Parambroto. We are trying some other names also, like Konkona and others. But we are going to close on a really good list of films.
Yeah.
They are some are Bengali, but some cut across any genre
Yeah.
in India, and it will be great. We also have a literary seminar.
I see, yeah.
The literary seminar here will be focusing not only on the Bengali artists, it will focus on a lot of what we call the Indian diaspora literary experts like Chitra Devakaruni, like Jhumpa Lahiri and others, so that they can highlight the life of a South Asian in India, in North America. And that's going to be really good. And that's also a set of seminars which will focus on different topics, not just literature.
Yeah, that is true, because Bengalis are known for literary scholarship.
Yes.
Work all throughout the decades. And let's also highlight the fact that they said this is open to public, and there's a lot of interesting things for the public. Let's kind of summarize for the general public.
So we have a whole list of things. So one thing to be clear, outside the auditorium, everything is free. It's free for Indians, Pakistanis, Bangladeshis, and even in the Texan Houston community. We have the James and Jewelry Show. It's called Luster. We have the Real Estate Show. We have fashion and apparel show.
Yeah.
We also have preventive healthcare, the World Congress on Preventive Healthcare, and we are expecting the American Heart Association to be involved. And we will have preventive health checks, which are not allowed by normal HMO and PPO type of activities. We are going to assign those tests. We are going to have yoga sessions with experts. And fashion shows on some of the ramps in the shopping area. There will be a lot of shopping. There will be artisans from Bengal coming here for a Bisho Bangla pavilion. Also there will be artisans and folk arts from Bangladesh. So if you are interested in paintings and arts and handicrafts from Bengal and Bangladesh, this is the place to be. You can decorate any living room in North America with some of the best from Bengal.
So this is more than just North American. It's like a World Bengali conference.
Basically, you just touched it. On Saturday and Sunday morning, these 2 mornings, 11th and 12th of July. So we are going to set up like 20 medical booths.
I see.
Where we are going to do free
medical
laboratory and medical checkup services for anybody who comes in. They have to come first and come in there. So lipid profile, EKG, diabetes, all that sugar and all that checkup will be done free. And also we have CME courses for the doctors that are being offered over there, so that
some of the people may not know what CME is. CME stands for Continuing Medical Education. That's a medical term, and I think a lot of doctors would love to be, because if they are already there for 3 days for a convention, they would love to get some continuing education for this one. Ladies and gentlemen, you are listening to Nik Nikam Network Talk Show, and I am Dr. Nik Nikam, your host. We are talking about the 35th National American Bengali Conference organized by Tagore Society of Houston, which will be held between July 10th and 12th in Houston, Texas, at Houston George R. Brown Convention Center and Hilton Americas. And my special guests have been Tapan Das and Partha Sarthi. You have any final thoughts? And also, how many people do you expect during this convention?
There are 2 pieces to it. We'll have paid attendees, about 6,000 people, including vendors and sponsors. But we are expecting about 3,000 to 4,000, a total of 10,000 people who will come in and walk through our vendor area without having a ticket and shopping, buying stuff, getting their health checked in the convention center. So if you are interested in pushing your products, marketing your items here, this is a best place to have access to 10,000 people under one roof.
Gentlemen, it's been a pleasure talking to you, Tapan, and we'll meet you again. And we're going to take a little break, and when we come back, we're going to talk about the North American Bengali Conference singing contest, which is going to be similar to Saregama style Indian music idol. And we're going to be joined by KK Kaur, and we're going to just switch gears, and we'll be back in a couple of minutes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Let's get this computer going.
Thanks, Keka.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Keka.
please visit All India Radio Facebook page and like.